Special Forces team leader and female doctor found a truck involved in an accident on the roadside. The half of the truck's body was hanging over the cliff. Midai saw through the rearview mirror that the driver still had vital signs but had lost too much blood. If they didn't stop the bleeding in time, even if taken to the hospital, it would be too late. So Shin Kili climbed onto the truck trying to pull the driver out of the driver's cabin, but the door was stuck and couldn't be opened. When Midai learned about the situation, she decided to enter the car herself, but Shin Kili directly refused because Midai had been scared of heights and had fainted during a high-altitude rappelling the day before. However, as a doctor, Midai was very determined, and finally Shin Kili agreed to her request. He told Midai to put up warning signs on the road, and he would use stones to block the wheels of the car. Then he used a tow rope to tie his car and the truck together. Finally, he used a dagger to puncture the truck's tire to let the air out. After making all these preparations, Shin Kili handed the first aid kit to Midai and took the safety rope to give Midai one last layer of protection. But when Midai looked down at the deep cliff, she was still slow due to her fear of heights because the door couldn't be opened. Midai tried to climb in through the window, but the window side was already hovering above the cliff. She stepped wrong and fell off the cliff. Fortunately, Shin Kili caught her just in time, making Midai feel safe again like 2 years ago. Although the danger was gone, the problem of how to get into the car remained. Shin Kili used his body as a bridge so that Midai could reach the top of the car. Seeing that Midai had already half her body inside the car, Shin Kili felt a bit relieved. After entering the car, Midai tried hard to overcome her fear of heights and carefully examined the driver's injuries and found the right treatment method and successfully stopped the bleeding. When the rescue team finally arrived at the scene, they rescued the driver and sent him to the hospital for further treatment. After the ambulance left, Midai finally relaxed and felt unwell. At this moment, Shin Kili's straight man traits came out, and Midai noticed that Shin Kili had a wound on his forehead. She didn't miss the chance to take revenge. Midai had no idea that her prank would become the thread connecting their love. When Shin Kili returned to the base, he realized that the bandage Midai had given him was actually her small bikini. Without Midai's presence, Shin Kili felt everything was dull. More annoyingly, even watching TV was full of couples showing affection. He decided to wash up and go to sleep, hoping to find everything in his dreams. But when he saw Midai's small bikini, he couldn't help missing her and started complaining. Suddenly, he had an idea. This was the perfect reason to meet his future wife. The next day, he went to find Midai with a gift he had carefully chosen and asked her to open it. After returning home, he also bravely invited Midai to have dinner together. But before Midai arrived, he was called back to perform a mission, and Midai forgot about it because she was busy with a meeting. When she saw the message from Shin Kili, she was already in the cafeteria with her colleagues. She quickly replied to Shin Kili, but in a short time she was away. Chen Tao had already opened the gift. Shin Kili's brilliant idea was to return a bra. He had come to the mall early and secretly waited outside the women's underwear store. Finally, he slipped in and observed secretly. When discovered, he asked the salesperson quietly, but the female salesperson laughed at him, making Shin Kili embarrassed and wishing to silence her. However, the salesperson kept introducing more enthusiastically, and finally Shin Kili ran away in a hurry. After leaving, he thought the men's tank tops also looked good, and that's why he ended up causing embarrassment for Midai in the cafeteria. Download the Daily Short app to watch full episodes for free.